Hey guys, I'm Janet on occasion, and today we are carrying on with our Thorek Ironbrow campaign. And I've got to say I'm enjoying it so far. I quite enjoy the Dwarfs Re-rework, as it's definitely called. It's a re-rework. It's not a rework, it's a re-rework. They've redone the rework. It's a re-roll on the rework. It's a re-rework. So, yeah. Hugrim Red Axe is going to come, wake up Gotrek and Felix. And we have Thorek Ironbrow over here, who's going to loiter for a bit because there's a Skaven army down here somewhere, which we will fight. And I want to get a bit of replenishment. I was hoping to beat the Southern Sentinels, the Sentinel of Time down here, but they took it immediately, so that's a bit of a pity. I can march north, but there are different Skaven up here, I believe, and I don't want to start a war with them just yet. I want to deal with the Dark Elves first. Lokhir Fellheart is here in Chepiotel, and I want to take it over. Because there's a gold mine there, and a port. It's going to earn a lot of money. So I want it. I want it very much. So you stay where you are, Thorek, and I'll see you next turn. Found him. Hello, Vomit Hemlock. Yes. Oh yeah, one other thing. Art has been redone. That's right, a bunch of the unit cards have been redone. I forgot to mention that last episode. But yeah, a bunch of DLC units have been re-arted. Their unit cards have been updated, different ones. Because, of course, everyone was moaning about the unit cards. And I think fair enough, honestly. I think a lot of them were a little hard to read. You just sort of would get a sense of the random pattern and you'd recognise it. But, like, if it was the first time you'd seen it, you wouldn't really know what the hell it was. So it was a bit tough to read a lot of them. So they've updated a load of them. So you can see here the Wolf Rats, updated unit cards. How cool is that? So again, just more free stuff that they've just gone and, you know, spent time and energy doing, which I think is fantastic, because of course that stuff needs to be good, and they've made sure that it is. I think that's wonderful. So, yeah, love it. Big fan. Right, sign a non-aggression pact with Southern Sentinels. Well, do I want to do that? Because I would quite like to take this. The thing is, they really do like me, though. I would be able to trade with them as well, but I really want to be able to... Oh, but they're there too. Oh, I can't declare war on them, because they'll just attack me from the rear, and I can't have that. It's going to take a long time, just chasing them about. Although, these guys are also here, which is going to ruin my monopoly of Chepiotel as well. Oh, you guys suck. Why you got to be like this? Anyway, sign a non-aggression pact. I mean, maybe I will. Maybe I will. Also, I want a dwarf keep, do I? So, you have counselled me in the past on the importance of strong walls to keep the enemy at bay. Now heed your own words and build a keep of such strength as to be the envy of all. I can do that. I can do that. So, yeah, it'll be nice and easy. That's just going to happen eventually. It's just a tier 3 settlement building, the Dwarf Keep. So that's nice and easy. Also, I want more growth over there. It's all about the growth. It's all about the growth. You see, the Dwarfs didn't focus on growth early on, which is why they're so short. So, I need to remedy that. So, Gotrek and Felix. Boom. So, you have managed to meet the legendary duo, Gotrek and Felix. While they travel through the province, over some tankards of ale, Gotrek reveals to you that he is seeking the most heroic death possible. Felix suggests that he and Gotrek join your cause. The Slayer seems unenthusiastic at first, but is soon persuaded that you can help him achieve the great doom he craves. Felix tells you privately that really he welcomes the safety and numbers our forces will provide. Alright, let's hire him.
Felix Jaeger. Well, now I'm hungry. Nothing like a bloodbath to work up an appetite. Now I can sheath my sword and put quill to paper.
I couldn't hear him through the mountains. That's hilarious.
Fight! If you're going to fight!
That's really amusing. That's really amazing. And also really speaks for the audio engine of this game, that like they were just all echoey in this valley, which I think is really funny. So anyway, successfully carry out a hero action. I can probably do that, right? I can probably do that. I reckon I can do that. So, true heroes are irreplaceable and perilously few in number. When such an individual offers their aid, it will be wise to make good use of it. Yeah, well, I can do that. Look, I'll do that. There we go, 20 oath gold. Thanks. Thanks, guys. Do I want... so they cost nothing. They cost no upkeep, amazingly. But there is still clan loyalty, so it will add to that a bit. But our army's costing nothing so far, which is nice. And we can get some Slayers. Oh, we've got to get Slayers in this army. Got to. Got to. So I can't really afford an army now, though, now that I think about it. Alright, hug him. Give him that. Alright, and you're gonna sit this one out. Cheers, mate.
Gotrek,
Right, now where are you gonna go? Are you just gonna chill in the Mine of Bearded Skulls? It would cheer him up, you being there. I would like to get him stuck in somewhere, but right now I'm not sure where. Also, getting Slayers for that army, it felt right, but now I regret it, because they're not really doing anything, and now I have Slayers. So, I'm paying for them now. Oh well, Axe Lord we could max out. Sounds good to me. So, wow, Doom Wheels, huh? Okay, that's a bit upsetting. I guess I'll just sit there and wait for them to attack me, huh? I guess I'll do that. Next turn it is, then. And here they come. And now we can afford to put on all our runes. And look at that, Thorek Ironbrow on 200 armor, which is just insane. It's absolutely absurd, and I love it. So, the Master Rune of Stromny Redbeard. Let's give that to the... let's give that to the Ironbreakers, and then we'll give some Runes of Battle to various Dwarf Warriors to give them that nice bonus versus infantry, which is rather nice. Also, our garrison has had some time to actually build up a bit, so that's good too. So casualties will actually be very low. We're only going to lose a minor, but I feel like I do want to fight this one. Is it worth doing? Maybe not. Maybe not. But I'm going to do it. I think it's fun with all the Doom Wheels and things. We'll give it a go. Okay, so this is interesting. I like this. Because this is actually a Lizardman city, the fact that we're fighting Skaven in it, we also had a Skaven map, but now we're actually defending the sort of the city above where we did battle with them before, which I rather like. I do like how it does that. It's nice when the maps sort of evolve somewhat. Thorek, mate, you've really got to be in there. I do love these little squares they've got here. It's really cute. I love the details. Anyway, Thorek, my man, you need to be over here. I need you over here right away. Do I want you up on the walls, actually? Probably don't need you up on the walls, do I? Probably not. I don't know quite what this is, because there's no one over here. So this seems like a weird way to position all the units, honestly. Okay, let's get you down. Let's put you up. And now let's put you up. And that also works. Okay, you can also get that going. We'll get you over here, because these will still be able to shoot this stuff, so that's good news. Now you, I definitely want over here. So Longbeards are great weapons. They have the bonus versus large, if you guys recall. And we've got some Iron Breakers to blow stuff up. Well, miners in there for the armor sundering. And then we just have some Dwarf Warriors spare, which I guess I'll put up there. Yeah, we'll keep them where they are. Alright, that'll do. I'll move Thorek over here.
Agreed.
Okay, it looks like they might be coming for this tower after all. Yeah, it looks like they might be. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Well, have to do. Okay, start shooting the Warp Lightning Cannon, please. Good stuff. And it looks like we're getting some damage into these Rattling Guns. That's good news. They're not going to get great shots in from here. Just none of these units, the Rattling Guns nor the Warp Launcher Sails, are really designed for this sort of thing. But what is designed for this sort of thing is, yeah, there's nothing coming here. Oh dear. Alright guys, you need to double time it. Because this is what we need to defend. And yeah, there we go. Those Rattling Guns nearly dead. We get some good damage into the Warp Lightning Cannons, but we haven't actually destroyed any of the cannons yet. How did you get in? I don't think Dwellers Below worked unless you'd taken the walls, but I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Usually can't spawn stuff behind the walls until you've taken the walls. But maybe Dwellers Below is an exception to that rule. I can't remember. I mean, it certainly seems to be the case. Okay, I guess we're going to have to get Thorek over here, aren't we? Yes, we are. And I can't reach anyone with... Oh, we destroyed one of the cannons now. That was a quick turnaround. Oh, you can attack that now. Warp Lightning's coming in. Gutting. And hang on, did they just summon another Dwellers Below? That they did. That they did. Well, fair play. Fair play, guys. Fair play. Alright, let's get some extra armor to everybody. That'll keep them going a little longer. And now I have to wait for the Rune of Speed. And you lot, you got to get over here, guys. Come on. Oh, gate damage is pretty high. That's pretty annoying. Ugh. Gutting. Alright. You head over here too, yeah? Oh yeah, they're through. They're totally through. Oh, that sucks. That really sucks. Oh no. Oh no. I may have to abandon this. Okay, come on. Yeah, I think I need to abandon this. Oh no. He'll be fine, probably. How you doing, Thorek? Doing good? Be a lot better now. Come on. There we go. Beautiful. So, how are things looking over here? Oh, good, they did come down. Oh, no worries then. Where's he going? Oh, he's getting rear charge to the miners. Actually, great to see them attempting to rear charge stuff. That's really impressive. So, our mixture of armor piercing and anti-large is going to be incredibly useful. It's going to be incredibly useful. And Iron Breakers, I'm going to use their blasting charges to get some damage into these rat ogres. But yeah, these Longbeards I think can do a great job. Nice to have that additional rune. And that will get them. That will get them. And there we go. Now 50 melee attack, and they got the anti-large. Should work out great. They got big melee defense here that should help. Should help. And good. You guys didn't get attacked, so you can just chill. Looks like we've almost dealt with Vomit here. Oh, poor Dwarf Warriors. Sorry, miners. It's the miners that are going to get attacked here. Okay, how are things looking? So yeah, these Longbeards are doing okay. We're dragging down these Doom Wheels. And it looks like... yeah, it looks like leadership is starting to struggle a bit. So yeah, that's good news. I do hate they're retreating into our defences like that, though. Just classic Total War shenanigans, you know? And these hounds are just still here. I don't know why they're sat there still. It's quite weird. It's quite odd. It's quite odd. Oh, you guys doing great. You've managed to catch out the Giselles. And is that going to be army losses? Soon. Soon. Have a feeling. It really does just seem to be these wolf rats and this doom wheel. And yeah, there we go. That's going to be army losses. Done. Good. We defended the I want to say the keep. It's not really a keep, is it? What is this? The temple city. We defended the temple city. Also, that mouth-looking thing over there, is that Tracy Island? I think that's where the Thunderbirds come out. Pretty sure. So, close victory. Good. Good. We did some work. Let's drink to victory while we're sat here. Might as well get the growth while we can. We have plenty of oath gold, you know. So we're doing fine. Let's upgrade Oshel. And I guess we have to chase down Arcstorm now. I don't really want to get into a fight with all this stuff, but don't have much of a choice. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take advantage of the fact that we have Gorog active. And we're just going to lie in wait. Sounds good, right? I'd say so. Also, we're going to do damping. Damping's really useful. Lowering the Winds of Magic reserve for our enemies is really nice. Also, we already defeated this, so we actually got a huge, huge boost to our replenishment rate, so we should be good to go in a second. So yeah, plus 80% casualty replenishment rate for all armies. And, oh, now this is interesting. So we do find these missives as we defeat these armies, so it should piece together the mission of these Skaven. I don't know what the mission is yet, I haven't got that far before, but a withered missive plucked from the vile claws of one of the vermin provides no further answers to their motives. Fight, kill, we search and slay. So we'll have to see about that, won't we? Right, tool market, when a dowie is in need of a decent hammer, or as the tool market is the place to find it. Good stuff. So we're going to ambush, hopefully we'll be able to finish off that army nice and easily. And we are making a lot of money now, actually. So I guess Gotrek could go ahead and get a bunch of units, couldn't he? So, start with Dwarf Warriors, then we'll get some Mines of Blasting Charges, then we'll get some Quarrelers. Then I'll think about what else we might want. But I'd say that's a pretty good start to the army. You know what? 3 more of them. There we go. And we'll leave it as that. I don't think we need a full stack. We'll make do without. It'll be fine. Right. Let's crack on. Come here, Arkstorm. Come here. They saw us, but they're attacking us anyway. So decisive victory, and we're not going to lose any units.
So it's war. Good.
It is war indeed. So drink to victory. So this, by the way, if I hadn't made it clear before, this stacks the amount of turns you get it for. It doesn't stack the effect. So if you do drink to victory, it means the same with all of these sort of battle benefits. It just ups the amount of turns you get it for. So it's not necessarily all that useful.
Your end is nigh.
So for once, I'm going to execute and loot. Oh, hello there. A cloaked stranger from the mist-shrouded land of Albion approaches with a request. He is of sinister aspect, but assures you that his intentions are good. I'm going to use Safeguard here. I'm going to refuse this creature. We're alright for cash. We're doing fine. So, send this dark emissary on his way. There is nothing in Albion for us. Let some other fool pay for this creature's shadow war. So, Safeguard will give us Untainted, which will actually help clean up Oshel a bit, because it is a little bit Skaven-y right now. And I don't like that much. No, I do not. Skaven got destroyed, and we got ourselves a Choir Master. Wonderful. It's actually really good. Extra Untainted in Public Order. Big fan of that. So I do kind of want to make a move, but I guess we're going to have to get some... we're going to get all the deals with them. If I'm going to force myself to have to play nice with these lizards, I may as well play very nice with these lizards, right? Right? I'd say so. We are going to demand payment, though. Apparently not that much. Apparently they are kind of skint. But they are happy to give me 300 quid, so not great, but it'll do. So we signed the Non-Aggression Pact, so we got an extra 500 quid for it, which is rather nice. So I never read this, actually. War with the Southern Sentinels will only serve to weaken you, and divide our attentions from the purpose of your expedition. A pact between you, however, would undoubtedly be a boon to both parties. I'm sure it would. Let's get jiggy with it. Rune speed. Let's start getting some runes. I'll probably go Tactician next, so we get the extra damage for the Quarrelers. I might go Grimnir's Heirs, actually, for the Slayers, Hammerers, and Ironbreakers, because we'll no doubt have a bunch of Ironbreakers in his army by the end. Hopefully, anyway. If we don't, I'll be very sad. So, let's get you, I guess, a Rune of Slowness. It is a very useful rune to be able to slow enemies down if you're pursuing them. Alright, let's get over there. So we can take Chupiotel. And I'm going to check. No more Slayers just yet. But we did get some Slayers for Gotrek, which is cool. I do like that. I really like that. Just the idea of getting Slayers because you have some grudges on the go is so good. It really is brilliant. It seems like such an obvious thing. It just feels like that should have always been the case, you know. Anyway, that's it for the turn. Let's crack on. So I just witnessed something rather wonderful. Lokhir and Boudica got attacked by all the Sentinels of Time peeps. So now I'm wondering, because these guys won, are they then going to attack the Sentinel of Time? Because I would quite like to declare war on them once they've taken out our allies a bit. Is that bad? It's probably quite bad, isn't it? You know what, we're going to loiter. Dwarfs are nothing if not patient. Okay, so we can let them take the Sentinel of Time. and then we'll declare war on them. That way we're stealing from our allies without technically doing so. Okay, we'll tell them it's all part of the great plan. And if they disagree, they can suck it. So, let's crack on. Alright, so they didn't actually take Sentinel time, they took Southern Sentinels instead, but I reckon next turn they'll take this, because there's nothing here. So that'll do. That'll do nicely. So I guess I'll go stand in Oshel again, just to bolster public order, because everyone's miserable there right now. I would like the Exotic Animal Tamer, but I would also quite like to cheer the place up, or maybe put walls here, so I don't have to defend Oshel all that much. Because Skaven could come from the north at any moment, and just completely screw me. Although, I do have Gotrek and Felix ready to get into the fight, so actually, forget it. Let's get Refectory to keep people happy, and let's put up growth some more. We should be able to get growth up again once we take the Sentinels at a time, which I'm assuming we'll be able to get, but I mean, it really depends on whether Lokhir is going to do what he can for me. So he is growing his empire, which is going to make fighting him more difficult, but I don't care. I don't care. It's a lot harder to deal with your allies, you know, than it is to deal with an enemy. So that'll have to do. That'll have to do. Also, we do need to think about how we're going to get the Golden Colossus. I think I'll just wait to see who takes this. I can't imagine that Khalida will survive. She usually gets taken out by someone. And the fact that we're giving to Henowin all this leeway, because he's not having to deal with the Dark Elves or the Skaven or anything, because we're going to be handling all that, I think he'll probably take Khalida. So I think we'll be alright. I think we'll be alright. If we can get on this guy's good side, which currently we are, so, you know. Right, let's crack on again. Come on, take Sentinel time, you cowards. Haha, yeah, they did it. Well, someone did it. It's been ruined, which is kind of grisly for us. Kinda grisly. But it's fine. So next turn, we'll be able to reach here. Hopefully next turn, Lokhir will decide to take Sentinel of Time over, which would be good. But if not, I'll take this, and then I'll go back with the Sentinel of Time. That's probably safest. Oh, and Gotrek's ready to go. Alright then. Let's get you over here, shall we? Boop. Good stuff. Alright, let's see what they do.
Casting the runes is thirsty work. Let's drink and talk.
Hello to Henowin. Non-aggression pact. I like the sound of that. And military access as well. Let's see that. Nope, they're not willing. And yep, they took it. Although Boudica took it, not Lokhir.
Those who respect the old ways are welcome in my hall.
Here's Tim Mackenzie. Military alliance. Yeah. Maybe. Is that worthwhile? Yeah. Yeah. So I am doing that so we can help them out.
So I won't pretend otherwise.
Clanfest is declaring war on us, isn't he? Oh no, non-aggression pact. Yeah, no. That's obviously not going to happen. So one thing that's a bit annoying is the Lizardmen. We're going to be friends with all of them, right? We're going to be pretty close to the lot of them. But I can't necessarily team up with them in battle yet. Not until episode 4 of this campaign, because I can't show you guys any of the DLC content yet. And that means I can't get into any battles with the Lizardmen in case they have any new units. So, I know, right? I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Legally. I could get sued, like, straight up. I'm sure that won't happen. I'm sure they just won't give me early access stuff anymore. But I could straight up get sued. It's actually, like, I've signed a contract for this stuff. So, unfortunately, we won't be able to do any cool team-ups with the Lizards yet. But on episode 4, we will be able to do that. So, I would like to be allied with them. And maybe we can go toe-to-toe with these guys and help them spread through the rest of the world. Because now that we're military allied with them, it doesn't matter if they take over places that are objectives for us, because we're military allies, so we'll still get, you know, those artifact pieces if they take stuff over. So I'd quite like to babysit them and try and help them out in battle if we can, because I just think that's really fun to do. It's nice having a campaign mechanic that doesn't involve painting the map, just taking things, you know, just finding items, just winning battles in specific places, or even diplomacy. I like that. It feels less rigid. But anyway, right, your warriors range deep into hostile lands, but all is not well. There are dark omens abroad, as if the shadow of some horned god was watching from the evil moon above. The army is fettered by Morsleep's glare. I'm just going to risk it, mate. I'm just going to risk it for a biscuit. Yeah, I know. You keep up. You're the one lagging behind. Yes, just ignore him, guys. Ignore him. He's acting up. So, Sentinel Time. Hi there. Hello, Boudica. Hello. So, I think... Yeah, we really don't need to fight this, do we? There's really no point. We'll wait for Lokhir to turn up and we'll fight him. So this, I'm pretty sure, yep, it is ruins, but at least we didn't have to lose a bunch of our troops to occupying it. So it's good news. It's good news. Also, Gotrek can keep Lokhir from coming in and attacking elsewhere. Also, it's Thorek versus Lokhir, which is fun. It sounds like Thor versus Loki. No? Just me? Maybe just me. Crossover of the centuries. So let's get the Rune of Wrath and Ruin, because getting a couple of people setting off volcanoes all over the map sounds good to me. Also get the Rune of Oath and Steel. I just want a nice range of runes, so I've always got something for the occasion.
All ways are best.
All old ways are best. I don't know about that in concept, but you know, it's working well for you, and you do you, mate. You know, I'm not gonna argue about what you get up to. So, commandment available. We can finally go in for that growth. And how happy are you lot? Are you getting more chill? Yes. Yes, they are getting happier, so we don't have any growth penalties anymore. In any of... No, we do. We do over here. Yeah, we're getting minus 15 growth at the moment, which is quite upsetting. Not a fan of that. Anyway, let's move on. Okay.
Be sure to put your oath gold to good use, my lord.
No, just you get out of here, okay? I'm not having some ungie tell me how to live my life. God, these humans, so young. It's like, quick, you've got to do the things. I'll get to it, okay? It's been a blink of an eye. Might be a whole lifetime to you, but... Ugh, ungies, am I right? So, G-Ball has negative growth, and, let's just assume it's a Skaven, shall we? The populace in one of your settlements is gradually vanishing. On certain nights, whole ghettos or districts are left abandoned. The only clue for the remaining denizens... I'm turning into an orc. The remaining denizens is a triangular symbol daubed on a nearby wall or gate. Chimney chim chim shiroo. So anyway, moving on. Like I said in the last episode, what accent is that? All the accents, guys. It's all the accents. Alright, come here, Lokhir. Thorek versus Lokhir. Perfect. So again, if we auto-resolve, we're not going to lose anything, but we really should fight this. It would be a shame not to, you know? Even though I'm very annoyed that they have a bunch of Reaper Bolt Throws, because I'm going to have to run across the map to go deal with them at some point, but I guess just... That's just the sort of guy I am, you know? I'm willing to do that. Alright, here we are. Miners! We have a lot of miners. An awful lot of miners. Let's just line all you lot up together. I don't really care what side you're on, because I don't know what the enemy are doing yet. So, okay, I guess you're over there. Cool. Good for you. What was that? He's so grumpy. He's going, ugh. Silly. Alright, let's get to it. And I don't know what you're going to attack, Mr. Grudge Thrower, but I don't think it really matters. Anything they try and attack is going to be worthwhile. Oh, they do tend to prioritize artillery. See? So yeah, let's try and deal with these Corsairs, maybe. Quarrelers! You know what, actually, let's aim for the Reaper Bolt Throws. I've done that in the wrong order, haven't I? Yes, I have. Good hits. 14 kills, that's 14 kills against some fairly valuable targets, so can't argue with that. And yep, our miners are going to suffer horrible harm from the Dark Shards, but that's alright. And our Quarrelers should be doing some good damage to their Bolt Throwers. Okay, come on, Thorek. Come on now. Let's get a move on, yeah? This might be very good. Seemed quite good. Happy with that? It'll do. So miners are getting stuck in, which is wonderful. Alright, you're back that way. Dude, come on. Come on, guys. And I guess I'm just going to chase them literally forever. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, so this is pretty good. There he is. This should work out quite well too. And... so good. So good. That was wonderful. Almost 60 kills there. Alright, Thorek. Come fight Lokhir, alright? Come fight him. Come do some fighting. Okay, let's get stuck in over here. Yes, you guys have to keep chasing. Yes, you guys are going to keep chasing. Don't have much of a say anymore. But, yeah, they're suffering some damage. So how are you doing anyway? So 80 armor versus 185. Oh, 215 armor. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good, Thorek. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Oh, I love it. And that's with armor sundering on... Oh, there we go, yeah. 185 is with his armor being sundered. That's just embarrassing. Really is. Alright, let's up everyone's melee attack, shall we? Yeah, I think he's probably gonna have a bad day. And yep, they broke. They broke. Those army losses. Well done, guys. Well done. But yeah, Thorek versus Lokhir. Things are going well. Things are going well. Big fan. Dude, watch the boys, yeah? Setting them all flying. It's very rude. Oh, they work for you, mate. It's no way to treat your employees. Alright. So, this is also ours now. Which is good, because now we can get the whole monopoly and start building hotels. That's how that works. So, let's, do I want to go here while they go to Chupiotl? I actually think I might have Gotrek head for the Marks of the Old Ones. We'll start taking over more territory. Sounds good to me. Because I reckon this army has no problem killing, like, any Skaven army. Involving, like, clan rats or cheap rubbish like that. I don't think we really have any problems there. Although, Gotrek, we can't put up his skills, so I wonder, does he have any... Yes, there are no bonuses that you can get in Gotrek's army for any of your units, which is sort of rubbish. Or, does he just get better when you level him up? I've actually never bothered to look into it, because generally I just give him a half-decent army and, you know, he runs in and kills everything himself, so it doesn't really matter. But still... Oh, Anvil of Doom, we're on level 9. So, covered in the Rune Lord's ancient script, the Anvil has given form to the most powerful runic weapons ever forged. And that will give us something. Where are you? Master of the Ancient Law, which gives him -5 ability recharge. If he's engaged in melee, which is pretty good. Him being in combat will help that. And also, it looks like it hasn't refreshed. That's just the Master of Despite. Hang on. Let's go back to that. I don't think it's refreshed properly. There's one other... Oh, he's got the Rune of Doom. I forgot about this. So the Rune of Doom is really good. So it's a map-wide buff that's plus 24 melee attack and everyone causes fear. Which is ridiculous. Just everyone gets their buff. It's absolutely absurd, and I love it. And also, it's the Locus of Power. So this, casters doing any magic nearby will take damage, which is great. And we can improve the amount of damage by getting the greater Locus of Power. So, very, very cool. But, yeah, the Rune of Doom is just fantastic. This is something that only Thorek can get. But, essentially, it means that he's sort of got his own WAR, which is insane. It's mad. Oh, also, we have this -15 armor debuff of Forge Fire, which is very, very handy. Very handy indeed. So, everything within 40-meter radius is going to suffer. -15 armor, so we'll be able to sunder armor not only with Gotrek but also the armor sundering from our miners, and oh, just so good, so good. The amount of buffs and debuffs and just overlapping awesome stuff that dwarfs have now. It is really fun. It is really cool. Like, it really feels sort of like an RPG or even like a card battler or something. Just all the synergy between the various units. It just gets amplified just because you've earned it. You know, there's a feeling that you've earned those abilities and those the different runes that you've equipped, and it's just wonderful. I absolutely love it. I love the dynamic. It feels really sort of this campaign especially just feels like an RPG. It's wonderful. I absolutely love it. So, yeah, I think we're done for the turn. There's anything else to be doing. But next up, Chipiotl. We'll get another gold mine as well as a puzzle box. That's right, guys. Smednir's Metallurgy Cipher will soon be ours. In fact, do we have a part of that already? No, we don't. No, we don't. But where is that? Oh, here. So there's that one. Oh, and this one is up here. Yeah. So we could go oversea and then declare war on Ikit who no doubt has that. But I think we'll follow the coast up. Although we will have Gotrek going this way. So I might have Gotrek go this way, then this way. And then head up to this one. And Thorek can go Chipiotl, Hissing God, and then probably grab the Altar of the Horned Rat is here. Then go over to Star Tower. Or is that Star Tower? Either one. We'll take that and then that. So yeah, Gotrek can go off zigzag a bit. And yeah, we'll work it out anyway.
In these dark times, perhaps we should stand together.
And do you want a trade agreement? Yeah, sounds good. Let's do it. We're getting a lot of money for that. And an ally has declared war. The Southern Sentinels, who have one territory, have decided to declare war on the Awakened that are like way up north. How are you even in range to declare war on them? It's ridiculous. But we have no choice but to join the war. I'm not going to be seen as unreliable in the first 15 turns. Can you imagine? Oh good, you have 1 million skinks. Great. Also, I realised I shouldn't have clicked on them just in case there was something else. I would have had to have edited that out if there are any new units. So I can't check. I can't check their armies. So I have to hope they're doing alright. So them dragging me into war like that is, it's a nuisance, is what that is. It's a real nuisance. And yes, I'm getting farms everywhere, okay? We are going to be up to our eyelids in barley. It's going to be great. So I've got a trade agreement, and I'm going to see if we can't win them over even more. So, non-aggression pact, military access. Alright, just a non-aggression pact. Good. And then just military access. Alright, fine. I mean, I don't need to go over this territory at all. It's more for them. But just having a... They've taken out Citadel of Dusk. Well played. Well played, boys. I mean, that's probably still there, but still. Got rid of those pesky algae. Good job. Good job. And yes, every race that isn't dwarf is considered pesky. Except, I guess, humans. Sigmar really did put in a big case for, you know, maybe the Umgi can be trusted, you know. Alright. Which is actually a big thing with the dwarfs. So the dwarfs, usually, if, like, a Skaven does something to them, which is obviously quite common, the grudge is written against all of Skavendom. Right? It's not that Skaven. But if a human does something wrong to a dwarf, it's the individual, not... Like, it's not the Empire that is at fault, or all humans that are at fault, it's that guy is at fault. So it's that one person will go in the book, individually, and that is because of Sigmar, that alliance that he was able to forge. It basically made the dwarfs realise that humans could be seen as equals. Maybe not all of them are, but they have the potential for that. And so to sort of damn all of them for the actions of one isn't fair. Whereas the Thagaraki, they're all a bunch of, like, cowardly monsters, so one wronging you is the same as all of them wronging you. Just another reason to just round up as many as possible and to kill them. Because, you know, they don't deserve to live. So that's simple. But, yeah, with humans, thanks to the impression Sigmar left on the dwarfs, it's individuals that get put in the book. Isn't that fun? I think that's fun. I think that's nice. So, let's crack on.
Can you see I'm busy? The runes wait for no one.
The Sentinels of Zeti want a peace agreement. Now, this is interesting, actually. The Chamber of Visions has been taken by whatever these guys, something like the Halls of Dread or something. I can't remember. But they own this area, which I need to take. So, it might have actually been quite nice to have Gotrek just sort of hop over and help deal with these guys. But yeah, I'm happy to get an non-aggression pact. But I might be neighboured with some more Dark Elves over there soon, and that would be quite a bother. Thrice Cursed Peak. The Rick has sealed the dwarf hold. The great bar lays across its mountain doors, and in the deeps the iron gates have come crashing down, severing the underway. Why the Lord would do this is yet a mystery. So that's interesting. That's interesting. Thorek has sealed the dwarf hold for the time being. So income goes down, but public order actually goes up as they sort of instill order there. And siege holdout time goes way up. How novel. How novel. Very cool. Okay, so Gotrek.
Off we go.
Hey look, it's Clan Spittle. I wouldn't trust them as far as I could spittle.
You're watching, Felix.
Sniven, huh? Yeah, I don't like your odds, mate. I don't like your odds. I think we can just let Gotrek handle this. You know, I do want to be in command of Gotrek at some point, but right now it seems a bit pointless, you know? I'm sure there'll be a decent battle that'll show up eventually. Yeah, gotta be. Also, Axolotl is actually under attack right now. Huh. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with that. Also, I think it's Ashlotl, not Axolotl. I forget. The X in Lizardman, it makes like 4 different sounds. It's really annoying. So I forget which one is supposed to be what sometimes. But anyway. That's Oishul right there. Or Oshul. Actually, I think it's Oshul. I think it's straight up Oshul. Like O-H-S-H-U-L. Oshul is that one. I tend to say Oshul, but anyway. Right. Oh, and that's I think that's Chansek as well. Because the one, you know, like ex Lan Yuapek is Chan Yuapek. But yeah. Very annoying. Just you know, speak English, bloody lizards. So, we are going to instigate this attack on Chapyotl. Hello there. Apparently it's going to be a valiant defeat. It's wrong. It's not. We're going to win. It's going to be fantastic. Although, it's not necessarily going to be easy, given the amount of Dark Shards. And once we're on the walls, Corsairs will be able to handle miners pretty easily. The big thing, though, is that the Longbeards and the Ironbreakers and Thorek and Gotrek are all just going to be able to handle any of this stuff really well. So, yeah. Oh, and Quarrelers can outrange the Dark Shards, so we can whittle them down maybe. So we should be able to handle this fairly well once we break in through the front doors and start killing them all with the Rune of Smite. You know, that should work out well. But we have to wait till next episode for that. I know. I have to ration these episodes, guys, because I can only show you so much, because we're still in early access. I'm still beholden to embargoes. So, you know, that's life. But, comment, like, subscribe, hit the bell, wherever the heck that is, so you get notified of more episodes coming out, because there will be a lull after episode 3, while I wait for more embargoes to kick off. So there'll be a DLC campaign that'll kick off, and then we'll go back to Thorek Ironbrow when I'm allowed to post as much content as I like. So be sure to keep an eye out for that. Also, if you're looking to pre-order the Silence of the Fury, go to nexus.gg/Janet, and it's just a Steam key. Same price as on Steam, or at least it's supposed to be. There might be regional differences, in which case, my bad. And you can support the channel doing it. It's, yeah, nice and easy. So, if you enjoyed this, comment, like, subscribe. See you in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Have a good one.